Hey guys, Brad from RotoHeat. Wanted to jump on and talk about another quarterback. With all these injuries that have been going down, there's a lot of things happening, and we want to keep you up to date on what to expect from all these changes. This time we're talking about New Orleans Saints. Drew Brees is going to be out with a hand injury. It looks like a thumb injury. They just had surgery for it, and he's probably on the shelf for about the next 6 weeks or so. So that means there's a new quarterback in New Orleans, which is the first time in a long time there's a new quarterback starting, and that is Teddy Bridgewater. So, most of you in the Dynasty community know Bridgewater, drafted way back when, about 2014 and 2015 were his last two valuable years, and those years were the early part of his career. So he was still learning and developing in that offense in Minnesota. But we saw a lot of what he could become. And in 2016, before he went down for that pretty nasty knee injury or leg injury in preseason, he was hyped up as one of the next great quarterbacks in the NFL. A lot's happened since then. He's moved around. Minnesota kept him for a long time, and they took care of him during his injury and rehab. And even saw, a short period of time they brought him back into game action, and then he kind of moved around a little bit. And then the Saints wound up trading for him and paying a lofty price to make him the top paid backup quarterback in the league. So that tells you that Sean Payton and that team really does have faith in Bridgewater for the long haul. I don't know that they really expected it to be now. As you could tell, Breeze was looking good and walked them back down the field to get them in position to win against Houston last week, in week one, I should say. But, times change, injuries happen, and next man up. Bridgewater has always been a fairly solid quarterback. He's got a big arm. The interesting thing is his throwing motion. He has a pretty good release, can sidearm it a little bit. Gives me the Matt Stafford vibe when it comes to the way he delivers his ball. Probably not as great with the deep ball as somebody like a Matt Stafford or even some of the other guys we've been talking about like Rudolph, but he's got really good zip on the ball and really good accuracy. In college, he was close to 70% completion percentage. And in Louisville, that's a pretty good number. In the NFL, he's always been right around 64% completion percentage. Obviously, this last week kind of thrust into action against LA, not prepped, not working with the ones. So things didn't look so great. He still was smart with the ball, but you could tell that he was a little bit rusty. Obviously, he played most of the preseason. But I would expect, throughout his career, he's always looked at as top receiver. He's looked at the tight end. He's given some love to the running back, so I would expect in Sean Payton's offense he should still be able to do those things for you. So your Michael Thomas shares are insulated. Jared Cook, he's looked a little bit slower and a little bit off in New Orleans as opposed to Oakland last year, so I'd be a little bit hesitant with him. Kamara should still be a very, very valuable asset. Latavius Murray might take a little bit of a hit, but that's not really kind of his game. He wasn't much of a pass catcher anyway. Your Traquan Smith shares could take a little time to reap some benefits. I know he's come on, and even this week he's looked a little bit good, a little bit better each week. So there's something there. But Teddy Bridgewater's a really solid quarterback. Before his injury, he was primed to be one of the better quarterbacks in the league, and I think he still has that opportunity and that upside now that he's fully healed and recovered and been able to work his way back into game shape over these years. So don't be afraid to get him. If you're in need of a quarterback, Breeze would have been probably your QB1. Go get him. Don't be afraid to spend some of your free agency money on it, and know that you'll be safe for the foreseeable future, probably the next 6 or so weeks.
Don't forget, make sure you hit the subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss any more fantasy football content from the RotoHeat.com team. Also, right there, playlist. Hit it. Watch the videos. Do it. You want to. Do it.